Hi everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release crochet tutorials and free patterns. And today I'm bringing to you this beautiful classic prayer shawl. So it's really pretty and it's very simple to crochet. As always, the free pattern will be available on my blog selinaveronique.com. I will be linking the pattern in the description box. And so like I said, this is a classic prayer shawl. It's so pretty. It features a V-stitch, which is so pretty, and then a shell stitch edging. So for this project I used this yarn, which is King Cole Big Value Chunky yarn. So this is 100% premium acrylic and it's considered a chunky weight yarn. It is color sugar pink. It's so pretty, and in American terms this is called bulky yarn. I will be linking all of the materials that I've used in the description box, and I'll also be linking a substitute if you live in the US. You will also be needing a 7mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle, and I did use 4 balls of this yarn. I will be speaking in US terms with British terms in brackets. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and without further ado, I'm just going to jump into the tutorial. Okay, so to begin this tutorial, we will be making the main part of the shawl, which is the V-stitch rows. So to begin this tutorial, take your yarn, make a slip knot, pop your hook through and tighten, and now we are going to be chaining 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've chained less, but the principle is the exact same. So now you are going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4 chains from the hook, and in that 4th chain you will be placing your first V-stitch. So to create your V-stitch, create a double crochet in that chain, wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the chain, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. Now go back in with a second double crochet into the same chain, and this creates your first V-stitch, and the first chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. Now skip a chain, so skip a chain and go into the next with 2 double crochets, so another V-stitch, so 2 double crochets in the chain. Now skip a chain and go into the next with 2 double crochets once again, like so. Now skip a chain and go into the next, and obviously you should have more V-stitches than I because your chain is longer, but the principle is the same. So I'm going to follow this pattern until I reach the last chain 2, which I have. So I've reached my last chain 2, and this is what you should do. Also, obviously, just place all your V-stitches according to this pattern. And now that you've reached your last chain 2, skip a stitch, a chain, and go into the next, which is also the last chain, and just place a simple double crochet on its own into the last chain to close off this row, like so. So this is what we have. This will straighten out as we go. And now for row 2, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, turn your work, and this counts as your first double crochet for this row. And now you are simply going to be placing a V-stitch into each V-stitch from the previous row. So you are simply going to be going into the space here directly with 2 double crochets. So go into the V-stitch from the previous row with another V-stitch and go into the next space with a V-stitch. And again, just repeat this pattern over and over. I love how therapeutic this stitch is. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy this stitch as much as I do. Okay, so we've almost finished this row. Okay. So now to finish off this second row, just place your last double crochet in the third chain of the chain 3 from the previous row. And this is what we have for row 2. So you are going to be simply repeating, you will be repeating row 2 over and over. And for this project, you will be repeating row 2 78 times in total. So just go ahead and repeat this row 78 times, and then I'll get back to you. And if you need more help, just rewind the video. Okay, so I've crocheted my 78 rows in total, and now I'm going to show you how to crochet the edging. So for the first round of the border, we will be going around this project simply with a single crochet edging to begin. So chain 1, and this does not count as your first single crochet. Go into the first stitch. So I'm trying to be as visually clear as I can. So 2 single crochet, go directly through the stitch, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and this creates a single crochet. Go into the next stitch with a single crochet and go into the next stitch with a single crochet, and just go all the way across this project using placing a single crochet into this this side. And once you reach the end of this first side, which is just go all the way across to the first corner, I'll show you what to do then. So I've gone across this whole side, if that makes sense, and now I've reached the end of this row, which is the chain 2 that we did. So now you will be placing a single crochet at the top, chain 3, at the top of the chain 3, and just place another single crochet in that same stitch, because this is a corner stitch and we don't want the project to tighten. So we are placing 2 single crochets together in each of the 4 corners. And now this is where it gets slightly more complicated, is this this second side here, which, as you can see, this is not the stitch side, it's the row side. So there is no specific stitch into which you will be placing a single crochet, because this is the row side. So just make sure you place your single crochets evenly across this side. So just place your single crochets evenly across this side. I hope this is making sense. Just remember that single crochets tend to tighten a project rather than anything. So just make sure that you place enough single crochets across this this side, and please make sure that these single crochets are a multiple of 5. There is a reason for that, so there's no specific amount of single crochets that you need, but I would recommend multiple of 5 just for the second row. It will make sense then. So yes, as you can see, I'm placing my single crochets evenly across the first side, and just repeat this across the 4 sides. So as you can see, I've gone all the way around. I'm just going to zoom in. I finished my last and my fourth and last side, and I put two single crochets in this corner, and then I slip stitched to the next single crochet, which was my first single crochet, and this is the first round. So now that we've slip stitched, what we are going to be doing is placing a single crochet in this first stitch here. So go ahead and place a single crochet into that. Now you will be skipping 1 and 2 stitches and going into the third with 5 double crochets inside this stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets, and this creates our first shell stitch. Now skip 1 and 2 stitches and go into the next with a single crochet, skip 2 stitches and go into the next with 5 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2 stitches and go into the next with a single crochet, and just repeat this pattern all the way around. So just go all the way around your project, around the 4 sides, repeating this simple pattern, and then once you reach 5 stitches before the end, I'll show you what to do then. Okay, so I've gone all the way around. It's hard to show on camera, but yes, I've been all the way around, and now I've completed a shell stitch here. As you can see, I'm going to skip 1, 2 and go into the third stitch with a single crochet, and I've almost finished, as you can guess. Now you are skipping 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and going into the third here and placing your last shell stitch. So 2, 3, 4, and 5, and now we are finishing this project. Skip 1 and 2 and go into the bottom of this stitch here, and either place a single crochet or just slip stitch. I'm simply going to be slip stitching to anchor down my last stitch. I hope this is making sense. If you are missing 1 or 2 stitches to complete this pattern, so for example, if you only have 2 stitches instead of 3, just skip 1 stitch and then place a single crochet or slip stitch through the next. That's just a minor situation. I hope this is making sense. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. It was a joy to show you what to do with this press shawl. as you can see, this is the finished result. I love it. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I know there's a lot of good stuff out there, so I'm really pleased you chose to watch my video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.